Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today we are going to start with our fresh lecture, which is input and output, and we are going to talk about that how our print function is going to be work and how our input function is working. So let's begin with our new lecture. So what is the first topic? Displaying output with print function. So today we are going to know that how we are going to use the print function. Means in the previous lecture we are talking about we are going to print this code, we are going to print that code. Means how our print function is working. That is the main reason. Today we are going to discuss our main motto is today we are going to know about that how print function is going to be work. Like here as you can see very well. Let me take the highlighter first. Like as you can see very well that in this first one, here it is written that that the variable name is assigned to John. Okay, what here it is written name assigned as I have told you that this is our assignment operator. This equals to is our assignment operator, and this one is our double equals to is our equal to. Okay, so keep this one thing in your mind. Okay, so as you can see here very well that in the first line name assigned to John, and the same thing is happening in the second line. We are taking age and we are assigning age as 20. So as you can see very well that we are taking here means what we are taking here in these two lines, what we are taking in these two lines, we are taking only inputs. We are taking only inputs, and in the third line we are using print as our output function. Like how we are going to take the output, we have to get the output on our screen. On that time, we have to use the print function. As you can see very well that here it is written inside the double quotes. My name is again the double quotes is closed, comma name, because we are telling that what we have to use. We means as you can see very well that in the first line we have taken name as an input. That's why we are recalling here that we have taken the name, so we have to use this name. This name is our John, so we have to take this John. I'll tell you that how it is working. So just check this second line is talking about that, and again the double quotes, and my age is our, again the double quotes, and then comma, and then again same thing is happening here. Like we have given the input that we are telling that we have taken this age. We are talking about this age, and the same thing is happening with this one. In this line we are telling that we are taking name as means from the first one. We have to take the value of the name from the first one. So let's uh, discuss something about this outputs and all, and then you're going to know that what I try to say you. Okay, let me check first. Firstly, we have to open our VS Code. So again, you have to create a file and name this file as input output dot py. So as you can see very well that I am creating each and every file for separate topics. So try to do this same thing on your PC, because whenever you want to revise, or you can say you want to practice a particular topic, you can access all these topics very easily. So try to keep the things in an organized way. So let's start what I am talking about, the print function. So I'm also going to take the same example, but I am just changing the name. Like I am going to take the name as Aman, and the age is equals to 19. Now I am going to use our output function, which you can say our print function. Print double quotes my dot my name is comma, and again the same thing I am telling you about. We are going to use this input, this input. Okay, name, again comma, again double quotes, and my age is comma. Again we are going to take what? We are going to take our input because we want age. That's why we are taking this one. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to do print. Let's run this code. As you can see very well that what we are getting here, my name is Aman, which I have taken it as our input function. Like means Aman is assigned to a name variable, and the same thing is happening with the age. Like 19 is assigned to age variable. So here it is written that my name is Aman and my age is 19. So as you can see very well that you can do so many things with this print function. Now I am going to take some new examples like place is equals to no team is equals to India. India. Again, I'm telling you this is a string, so try to keep it. This words or letters in your string functions like inside the double quotes. Now, by sorry, score is equals to 108. So I am going to print which double quotes, which country won the yesterday match. Wait. So as you can see very well that I have taken, means I am assigning India to country, and again the same thing I am going to do, comma, and country, again comma, double quotes, by how much good. Again the same thing I am going to do. I am writing here our score. Now what I am going to do? Again the same thing I am going to do. I am just going to use means I am just going to run this code, and as you can see very well that here it is written which country won the yesterday match. India won by, wait. So let's move forward, and now we are going to take a new example. First, we are taking our input as country. Country is equals to India, and score is equals to 108. Now again, I'm going to use this print function and use the double quotes, write country country won by score. Now I am going to use my input country, again comma, and score, and just tell me that what we are going to get, means what we are going to see here means what we are going to get as a as of our output. So just you have to comment, okay? As you can see very well that I am going to run this code, and what I am going to get, country won by score is India. Okay, so let's move forward. That now we are going to talk about the new example, which is our country. So which is our India, and sports, which is about the uh, gameplay. Okay, so now I'm going to use the print function. Print country, double quotes, right? Country, country, comma, India. Wait. Country, comma again, won by score. Okay, now I'm going to run this code, and as you can see very well that what I am getting, country India won by score 108. Okay, so this is about our print function. Now we are going to move forward. Let's check it out. What is our next topic? Like here it is written print function with f strings. So it's a very interesting topic that we are going to discuss in this lecture. So let's see that what this topic is used to tell us. Okay. So now we are going to talk about print function with f strings. Means what is our f strings? As you can see here, f quoted. My name is name and my age is age. And why we are using this curly braces here? What is the use of this curly braces? So now we are going to know that what is this one, and let's start this topic. That the print function sends data to the console. What here it is written that a print function used to send the data to the console, and f string recommended embedded variables directly inside a string using curly braces. What here it is written that we can use our variables. You can say we can call means we are not calling the variables. We just using our variables directly inside a string using curly braces. By using of this curly braces, what is the use of curly braces here? We are using for our variables. Variables. We are going to write variables. Okay, variables in this curly braces. So this is the use of our curly braces, and I am telling you that what is this? What is the use of this f strings and all? So let's let me open my VS Code first. Just do one thing. Select all, Control plus / and also do one thing. Try to write the name of the topics, whatever we are discussing in this lectures. Okay. Now what we are going to talk about? We are going to talk about f strings. Means like we are going to discuss this f string now. You can also use this f string in the further lectures. We are also using this one in our further lectures for our you can say rounding of questions. Like if a question having that we have to print this number to this round means this decimal place. On that time we have to use this f strings. Like what we are going to do in this one. So let me discuss the example of this f strings. Like again the same thing I'm going to do. I'm going to take the variable which is our name, and using the value Aman, sorry. So like again the same thing I'm going to do. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take the variable which is name, and the value is our Aman. Okay. Age is equals to 20. Now the same thing I'm going to do, but with the different thing. Okay. Print f semicolon. Not the semicolon. Means quotes, double quotes. What we are going to print? We are going to print that my name is name, and my age is now print. As you can see very well that my name is Aman and my age is 20. Wait. So as you can see very well that what we are getting here, we are getting my name is Aman and my age is 20. One more example I want to discuss here, like again the name, Shruti, and the age, not the age. We are going to take means we are going to take what section. Okay, section, section, section is also going to be capital A. Okay, print, again print function we are using the f strings whatever we are talking about, and we have to take that the girl who, and print. As you can see very well that what we are getting, the girl who is studying in section A is Shruti. So as of now that you can see very well that what I have taken here, that we have taken name as our variable, and Shruti, the value is stored, I mean stored in this variable. The same thing is happening with the section and A, and what we are printing by using this f string, the girl who is studying in section, we are also assigning the same means just a second, I have done a small mistake. Section. Now just run this code, and the same thing we are going to get again. What we are going to get, the girl who is studying in section A is Shruti. Okay, so you can also do so many operations by using this f strings. Like in the further lectures, we are going to discuss that how we are going to use this f strings for our decimal places. Like if we want to print the number like about two decimal places, three decimal places. So on that time, we are going to use this one. As you can see, means I'm also going to show you one more example, that how we can use this f string for our mathematical operation. Like now print again the string. Now I am age by the end of, of this year, year I am age plus 1. Or you can say 1. Okay. Now I'm going to do, I am going to do run this code. And as you can see very well that now I am 20. By the end of this year, I am 21. So you can do the mathematical operations also here. I am going to, so as of now that I am telling you that how we are also means how we can also do the mathematical operation here. So this is a few example of F strings. Now we have to move forward. Let's check it out that what is our next topic. So now we have to talk about something like input that let me discuss this one that as you can see very well that input always pauses execution and return a string predict what this code will output. Okay, you have to give me the answer in the comment section, get user input means how we are going to take the input from the user. If you want to write a code in which you have to take the input from the user, that how you are going to take. So in Python we can also take the input from our users. So let's check it out that how to take the input from the user. Okay, so again I have to open my VS code. Same thing, select all, control forward slash, write the name of this topic user input means how we are going to take the input from our user. So just what we have to do, like I am going to take a variable which is our name and taking that means as you know very well that whenever we are going to take name that is in the our string form. So just I'm going to write input input and just print. As you can see very well that I have to write something here, like I am going to write Aman. I'm not going to get anything else. Okay, I'm just going to get a space where I have to write my name. But this is not a right way. That means this is not the right way to take the input from our users. Then how we are going to take the input from our users? So let's check it out that how to take the input from our user. What you have to do, you have to take the variable again this name and is equals to means that the same thing that the assigning operator we are using here and the input and use this double quotes and write name with enter your enter your name and comma again the input I am going to call here. What is happening here? Okay, okay. Name is not defined. Wait, just do one thing. Input and use print. Okay. Now we have to run this code. As you can see, first we have to first we have to fill our name, Aman, and enter your name. And as you can see very well that what we are getting, Aman. I'll show you one more example related to this one. So again, the same thing I'm going to take. No, no. I'm going to take this time class. Yeah, we are not able to take the class as means we cannot take a class as of our input, okay, because it is our, you can say that the built-in function, whatever the Python is having, we are not going to take class as our input, okay. So remember this thing. Now what I'm going to take, I'm going to take school, school, okay. And again the same thing, input, enter, enter the name of your school. Oh, sorry. Now what we have to do? Print my name of the school is school. So now we have to run this code, and as you can see, what we are getting here. Okay, just a second. This one is also running. Now we have to run this code. Sorry. Now run this code, and as you can see very well, okay, just a second. So now, so sorry. So as you can see very well that here what it is written that enter the name of your school. Now we have to write a name of the school, ABC school. I'm just taking the example, and as you can see very well that by using our print function, we can get our output. My name of the school is ABC school. So we can also make our normal question and answers by using this thing. So this is our what? This is our user input, that how we are going to take the input from the users. So to make our more mm, to make our coding more interactive, okay, if we want to interact with our users while we are coding, so we can do all these things, all such things, okay. So now we have to move forward. Let's move forward to our next topic. This is also the same thing here. Like as you can see very well that predict the output of the code before running it. Means like start code here. Like we are going to take num, and we are assigning. Yeah. One more thing I'm going to tell you, that whatever the data types we are studying till now, now we are going to do the use of that one. That why we are using that integers, floats, decimals, means whatever we are discussing on that time, no? Like integers, floats, and all the things. Now we are going to use that one. So let's check it out that how we are going to use. So as of now, we have discussed only about the strings, that how we are going to take the input for from the users for the strings only. That means what happen if we want to take the input of like numbers and all. So on that time, what we have to do? So we have to use our data types. We have to first tell the user that only you have to fill input only, means integers value only. You don't have to fill the integer value inside the what, inside the our section. Okay, inside our number section. So let's check it out that how we are going to take so how we are going to do that thing. Again, the same workspace we have to choose, comment it down, write a new comment, integers, oh, like I am going to take number, number. So for number, we are not going to take the string value. Okay, means if we are going to get a section which is having number, as in their section. So on that time, what we are going to fill? We are going to fill, of course, a whole number. So on that time, what we have to do is what feature we have to apply, what which type of data type we have to apply on that time. So we are going to apply integers. So for our users, that we are going to put a criteria that only you have to fill the integers only. Like I am going to put integer and parenthesis input, and again parenthesis double quotes enter, sorry, enter your your number. You enter your number and print my number is this. Now we have what we have to do, just we have to run this code. As you can see very well that what is your number, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and so on, enter, and my number is this. Just a second, let me fill this one. And as you can see here again, we are getting a section that in which we have to fill our answer. It's again the user. Okay, and as you can see very well that first what we are getting, that we are getting enter your number, then we have to fill that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and again and the next line in which we have using a different function like my number is this, the same thing we are getting here. What happen if we are going to fill this fill this one with our string value? So do the same thing again, run this code and write AMAN, enter. And as you can see very well that we are getting an error. So there is a value error. Why it is getting? Only because we are using the definites, only because of we are using the wrong data type. Means we have put, means here what happened, means why we are getting value error, only because of only because of this input data type. Means we have just created that a case that you don't have to use strings, you only have to use the integers. What happen if we are going to write the float value? So if I'm going to write 45 2.98, enter. Again, the same thing is happening. Again, we are going to get a value error. So as you can see very well that by using this data type, we can put a limit that you don't have to cross this limit. You have to put the answer. So you can see you have to give your user input inside only this one only. Now, the same thing we are also doing with the Boolean functions and all, and the other ones. Like if I want a radius, radius, and I'm going to use the float function. So float data type and input. Same thing I'm going to do. Double quotes, enter the radius and print. And what happened? What I'm going to do next, I'm going to run this code, and as you can see, what is happening is okay, just a second. This one is also running. No, sorry.
As you can see very well that we have to get the user input here. So I am going to take radius 8.9 because here it is written that here it is written float. So what we have to take? We have to take the float one. We have to take the decimal value, and I am going to press the enter. And as you can see very well that we are getting your radius is 8.9. What happened? I am going to give the answer in like integer functions. So integer data type. So let's check it out. If I'm going to answer it by integer, I'm going to get the integers. I means I'm not going to get any type of value error. This is only happening because, as you know very well, that whatever the number we used to write, that is having zero point 0 by, I means after that number. So only because of that, we are not getting so much type of error, so much error about the value error inside the float one. Okay, if we are going to use integers. So what happened means we can also do the same thing with the different data types like boolean. If we want our answer in only in boolean by our user, as you know very well that many types of form means whatever the form we are filling, there is an option to choose a true and false. So on that time we are using boolean data type, that the user is not going to fill any other answer. So we can put a limit to our user input, that user is not going to fill the any other type of you can say the thing in our sections. So this is our what this is our user input functions and all that I am talking about. So let's move forward to our next topic. So hello everyone, today we are going to start our new topic, so which is our comments. So what we are going to study in comments means why we are using comments in our programming journey. It is not important that you are only going to use this comments in Python. You're also going to use comments in different types of languages, whether it is C, C++, Java, JavaScript. So let's move forward and let's discuss that why we are using comments in our programming journey. So as you know very well that what are comments in Python first? A comment in Python starts with a hash symbol. Python's interpreter completely ignores these lines during execution. They have no effect on the program's output. Example, hash, this is a comment. Like what here it is written. So here, what is means what we are discussing that whenever we are going to use the comment in our coding workspace, or wherever where we are doing our coding, on that time we are writing a comment by using this hash symbol. The symbol, just a second, I'm going to highlight this one. So as you can see, this one. So this symbol, whenever you're going to use this symbol and write something after that, what happened? Our Python interpreter is going to completely ignore that line, and then our code is going to execute. So why what happens? Our Python interpreter is going to avoid, or you can say ignore this comments. So this is only because our code is understandable to the human beings. Like it is not only for the computers, as we know very well that code is not only for the computers. We humans also have the rights to understand that code. So that's why we use comments that that what it means like if someone is doing coding and they means he or she is going to or you can say that he or she left that coding in between. So what happen if a new coder is going to read that code? If there is no any comment is used, they are going to face so many problems. Okay, so they are going to means face so many problems only because that they don't know that from where they have to start and step up. I think the old code used in that particular line. So that's why we use comments. And the thing which we're talking about, that our Python interpreter is going to ignore our line, ignore that line which start after the hash symbol. This is commented that that is only happening because of we are telling that this is the comment and you don't have to print this line. Okay. So let's check it out the example. Before example, we have to see this line also, that comments and comments add a human readable context to your code. They help you and understand what the code is doing without changing how it runs. Think of them as notes written for people, not machines. Like what happened here means what here it is written. That comments used to make our code human readable. Okay, what happened if we are not going to understand anything? So we are going to lose our interest. Okay, that's why we use comments. We use comments in between of our code that make our code more attractive, or you can say interactive with the users, or you can say that our code is going to be used by the anyone else, and that is means that person is able to read our code. Okay, so that's why we use comments. So let's see example that how Python interpreters you can say that ignore that comment. Let me first open my VS Code. So again, the same thing I'm going to do. Firstly, we have to create a file, and I'm going to write name of the file as comment.py. Enter. Try to keep all the topics in the organized way, like I am doing. So let's start what I am telling you, that like I want to write my code like print Aman, and here I am writing what? Here I am writing my comment, but don't tell anyone. And what happened? What happened? I mean, say, as we are discussing that our Python interpreter is just going to ignore our comment. So what is going to be happen? I want to print only Aman is, but don't tell anyone is also going to be print or not. So let's for that we have to run the code, and let's see what is happening here. You can see very well that here it is written Aman only. What happened here? Our Python interpreter just ignore this line because we have means we are using this hash symbol, and whatever it is written after the hash symbol, that is going to be considered it as our comments. So that's why our Python interpreter is going to just ignore that line. What happen if we are going to do the same thing? Name is Aman and I am happy. Again, okay, what is going to be happen if we are going to run this code? As you can see very well, my name is Aman and I am happy. And as you can see very well that whatever is written after this hash symbol, that is going to be considered it as our comments. So as you can see very well that Python interpreter just used to ignore that line, whatever it is considered as our comment. So let's move forward to our next topic. So single line comment in action, like whenever we are going to talk about the comments now. So our comments is also means in Python there are two types of comments, which is our single line comment and multi-line comments. So firstly we are going to discuss about these single line comments. So here what it is written that watch single line comments in VS Code. Each comment starts with hash and is completely ignored by the Python during the execution. Like we have seen in our VS Code workspace that what is happening means whenever we are using this hash symbol, what is going to be happen? Our Python interpreter is just going to completely ignore that line. Okay, during the execution. Okay, comments clarify what each line of code does.
Like, yeah, means as you can see very well that what happened means in future if you are going to write the bulk in the amount means in the huge amount of codes you are going to write, on that time you have to write the comments. Like if you are a good coder, you are using comments as well. You are also prioritizing the comments as same as your code, because code is going means because our comment is also going to play a crucial role in your coding journey. So you have to understand that why we are using comments. Okay, so each line of code means each line of code consists different logic. Like if you're using a different type of logic, you also have to use the comments. Okay, you also have to clarify the other user that which type of logic I am using here. And if another coder is going to check your code, they are able to know that yeah, here you are applying this logic and all. So our comments used to keep our code very understandable, or you can say a readable form. So like in second line, what it is written that the program output says exactly the same. Okay, so we have to write only that thing which is related to our code. We are not going to write the thing which is not related to our code. Okay, the next line, what is written here? Use hash to explain your intent quickly and clearly. Okay, don't write the whole story and all. You just have to write the simple word. You just have to tell your intent that why you are using, and that should be clear. Okay, key takeaway is written also that what is this, that single line comments are your best tool for making code instantly understandable to others, okay, and to yourself later. Yeah, the same thing whatever I am telling you, that if you want to make your code readable, or you can say user friendly, then try to use a single line comment, which is our by using our hash symbol. So this is about the single line comments in Python. Now we are going to move forward, which is our multi-line comments, or you can say doc strings. Okay, so what is our multi-line comments? Why we are using multi-line comments in Python? So as you can see very well that use consecutive hash lines for multiple line comments. Okay, each line starts with hash and Python ignores them all. Great for longer explanation or temporarily disabling blocks of code. Just a second, I am telling you that what here it is written that for how many times you are going to use hash symbol. Okay, for how many times. Okay, you are not going to write the hash symbol in each and every line. So whenever you are going to means whenever you have to comment multiple line, on that time you are using triple quotes. Okay, triple quotes. Whenever you are going to use the triple quotes, whatever the line it is inside, means whatever the line is inside that triple quotes, that is also going to be considered it as our comment. Okay, again the same thing is happening with like whatever the thing is happening with the single line comments. Again our Python is going to ignore that line whatever is inside that triple quoted. Okay, so let's check it out that how it is working. Again we have to open our VS code, and one more thing. So this one is our single line comment. Okay, so we are going to name this one as our single. So as you can see very well that I have written the name, that single line comment, by using again this hash symbol. Now I'm going to tell you that what is our triple quoted, or you can say dog strings, or you can say multi-line comment. Again, I'm going to write the topic name, which is the multi-line line comment. So what it is written means, so what we are discussing on that PPT in multi-line comments now means we know very well that if you are going to elaborate something in a, you can say, understandable way, you have to write so many lines for that. Means not the so many lines, but you have to write certain lines on that time. Like I am going to write this is my workspace, and I love my my work, and just I'm going to do what,
triple quotes, and again the same thing with from the initials. I'm going to do the same thing, triple quotes, and as you can see very well that this one is also going to be considered as our comments. I'll show you that how this one is also going to be ignored and this one is also going to be ignored by our Python interpreter. And as you can see very well that my name is Aman and I'm happy. And the next line, which is printing work, and this the whole line is going to be ignored by our Python interpreter. So this one is our multi-line comment. So whenever you are means whenever you are going to get a huge lines which you have to make comments, you can use the multi-line comments. You don't have to do this one, like you are applying hash on each and every line, which is really lengthy. This one is only sufficient, means you can say usable for the single line comments wherever you want to use like for the symbol lines, sorry, single lines. On that time you can use this single line comments, but if you are working with a huge line comments that sentences like which is in one or two lines, on that time you have to use multi-lines comment, which is more good for your work. So now let's move forward. So here you are going to get some questions and all, like use meaningful comments. Yeah, means there is like the guidelines and all that use meaningful comments that explain why, not just what. Okay. You have to tell in your comment that means how you are going to write your comments. You have to tell the users that whatever the thing I am writing in our comment is meaningful. Okay. Mm, this is not this comment is not going to waste your time. So you have to write the meaningful things in the comment sections, not the meaningful things means in the in that single line comment, or you can say multi-line comments. You have to write the meaningful things, okay? Like a comment like hash increment counter tells us nothing. Instead, write hash retry limit reach stop looping to give real context and help future developers understand your intent. The same thing is here also written that this hash symbol is just going to make the whole sentence as of our word, as of our comment, and that is going to be ignored. Okay, and that help our future users to understand that what the intent of the old user is, means old coder is. Maintain consistent, and the second line we can see very well that what here it is written that maintain consistent style and clear naming conventions. Use descriptive variables names like student underscore score instead of X, and follow PEP 8 guidelines so your code is predictable, readable, and professional across every project. Yeah. Means here is also telling me, means what is written here that you don't have to use the you can say not only the variables like X and Y. Try to use the good variable names. Try to give the meaningful variable names that is more you can say relatable to our users, that they can understand that what the coder want to convey us. Okay, so try to keep your code more interactive, means more attractive, or you can say interactive to the users. Avoid clutters. Keep code and comments clean and purposeful. Like the same thing which we are discussing in the first line, that try to keep your code, you can say comments clean and purposeful. Remove outdated comments, means don't use that means don't use so much comments that is not useful to you, or you could say that is not going to that is not going to be more useful for the users. Avoid over commenting obvious lines. Okay, don't use too much comments, like you are writing a code and you are using more comments instead of the code. That is not obvious reason that you are using the comments for your meaningful purpose. And delete unused code. Again the same thing, don't write the whole story in your code. Just make your code clean and simple. Now what here it is written, clean code save time and reduces frustration for everyone who reads it. Yeah, the same thing like If you are on the workspace and if someone created so much chaos in your workspace and writing each and every time comments instead of code, again, what is going to be happen? Our user is just going to be got frustrated, and what happened? And they are also going to say their time is also going to be waste. So try to keep all these things in your mind. Now, the next thing is your turn that pulling. Okay, just try to do some practices related to our comments, like how you are going to use the comments, like the real use of the multi-line, you can say single line comments, in which is you can say scenario you are going to use. Uh, Keep practicing. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Uh, yours, Aman Kumar Aditya.